Hello YouTube, this is Cornwallis with another tactical video. This one is about a German strategy I am trying to develop. I know the Axis are or do have the advantage, but nonetheless it's cool to try something new. I already placed the fighters and the naval units, so I don't think this is a surprise to many. So up north, you send 2 subs, a fighter, a tactical bomber, and 2 strategic bombers. And in the south here, you send a Bismarck, a sub, and 6 air units. All units can land on Western Germany except for the tactical bomber here, which comes from Germany. So he needs to go 1, 2, 3, and needs to go on Holland, Belgium. The tactical and the fighter from Slovakia and Poland, so they can participate in Yugoslavia and then continue. One will stop in southern Italy and one will continue in Tobruk. For the land combat, so everything will go into France. So the usual attack. With one slight difference, so we will send 1 tank to Normandy, 2 tanks to Paris. Same here, the 3 tanks go to Paris, but we will send 3 mechanized units to Normandy and the 4th one will go there. In Yugoslavia, we can send everything because we are not going to ping pong, we're going to occupy it. So if you want, you can send more units, that's certainly no problem. But you send 2 from here. I do recommend not to it. You might send 1, but normally this should be enough. You send a tank that you can always do, of course, to be sure you have it in one blow. We will also try to take out that destroyer, should be enough as well. So after the combat, it doesn't really matter how much you have left. Okay, let's say here we still hold 1 artillery piece and we lost everything here. France, let's say we lost 2 as well. In Yugoslavia, it doesn't really matter, let's give them 2 hits, which is a good average, so we still have 3 units left. And let's see, let's say yep, they took these 2 out and they had 2 hits, so damaged battleship, etc. Same here, we took them out and we lost a destroyer, a sub in the process. So we will land our air units, so the tactical bombers go to Western Germany, he will go to Holland, Belgium. Let's put some AA guns to protect. And everything else goes back to Western Germany. Out here, one will go there to assist against a scramble and the fight will continue. Now, here, of course, we move these units to Finland, occupy that, move those units to Romania. Okay, you could basically also add the tank here, doesn't really matter. Out here we push everything north, move this one, and with the transport we pick up the 2 infantry, adding them to Poland. Voila. What have we bought? We have bought a minor complex for Romania, a strategic bomber, common Western Germany, and 2 infantry for Germany itself. You will collect 70 IPCs. That's why I suggest taking Normandy and not southern France, because southern France you might get convoyed, and 70 IPCs is what we will need for the next round. I didn't plan Italy because, yeah, probably you will have a Trento raid pull out against you. So this is what you will have left. Play conservatively, meaning don't waste any Italian fighters, so I suggest do not scramble. And in your move, I would suggest closing in on Egypt. Put some pressure on the British and with your transport here, with your fleet you can kill, or with your air units and the subs you can kill the fleet here, and with your navy I would suggest taking, yeah, Transjordania, of course, which will prevent the British from going in the channel. And of course here you take southern France. Yes, voila. The goal is basically don't use your 2 tanks, because your 2 tanks need to go in a non-combat move to Slovakia. On the second turn with Germany, do not declare war on Russia yet. You can, it's not that bad, but I wouldn't do it if you stick to the script. So basically on turn 2 you take Greece. You can use bombers for it, doesn't matter. If there's a fleet here, you can destroy it, it doesn't matter as well, and continue your flight to Transjordan. But basically what you can send, what you need to Transjordany. But I would also suggest sending at least 2 fighters to Romania. Okay, you can send the tactical bomber as well. 2 air units. Why? You will see what we have bought, and you can send everything to there as well. Here, ground units, start moving them back to Russia. Right. And here we will already come about in Romania. Tanks go to Poland. Voila. These move as well. And the transport, well, you could, if you want, transfer an AA gun to Norway if you want to be sure, but basically you're good as well. You could even take 2 men and send them to Poland, Eastern Poland. Poland doesn't really matter. Now what we will build is a big surprise. We will build an air base in Romania. Oh, not too fast. After the flight, after the attack, they will need to land on Romania. So let's say we lost 2 in the process as well. We will build a sub and destroyer. Build a stop here. We will build 3 transports in the Black Sea, and you still have 20 IPCs left, so if you build slow units, fast movers, it doesn't really matter, you can build both. There's really no issue with that. Okay. Why do I do this? Because on the second Italian turn, you can open this, if possible even 2, if it's open, why not? Take the IPCs if they're open for nothing. And which allows you on a German third turn to go all the way into Barbarossa, and you can even start strategic bombing Moscow. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can start bombing, strategic bombing in Moscow, and with your units here, okay, let's send this one to there. With your units here, you can't even land, take Caucasus, so basically using the troops from Greece, you can't even start taking Caucasus, for example, or he has to defend or abandon, and basically, given that your might, you have all the air units and enough landing units to do so, you can ship in 6 units as well, you can cover the entire region here. And here you push the main force Baltic states. So on your third turn, you already have the bonus from the Caucasus. And on the third turn, on the fourth turn, you can have Leningrad and basically slowly push towards Moscow. Okay, that's basically the idea behind that. So who can reach you there? That's why I propose not declaring war on G2. If not, the UK Air Force here, they can attack your fleet there. So that's why I propose not to go on G2. It is possible, but I think G3 is safer. Okay. Same here, take Greece. Why? For the money, of course. You could as well with Italy, the troops from here, leave one infantry behind, ship in if Italy buys a transport ship in, and try to take Egypt on the Italian second turn. And then on the third turn, you can disembark an infantry there. So then you have the bonus of Egypt, you have the bonus from the Caucasus, you have, of course, the bonus from this here, and you might have the bonus from Leningrad on G4. If he abandons Leningrad, which I don't think he will do, you could try an amphibious assault with an infantry and again infantry and a tank from here, and maybe some fast movers from here. That's of course all up to you, but if the opportunity presents itself. Okay, so this was basically my idea. What's the strong points from with the airbase in Romania? Well, bombers, fighters from here, they can go 1, 2, 3, 4 and land in Transjordan if necessary, or even here. Bombers can even go further. Bombers can even reach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they can attack an entire region. They can cover the entire region there. Same towards China. Bombers from here can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if the Chinese player abandons his fighter here, you can reach it as well. That's why I strongly advise to buy the bomber on the first turn. So this allows you 3 bomber strike, which can cover a lot of ground first, and you have a lot of firepower in one blow. So basically the 3 bomber strike as well. What does Russia have? They have the 2 fighters. So if they're on a dogfight 3 against 2, sure, why not? And of course with 3 bombers you can shut down the factory. Okay. So this was my idea. Of course, all comments are welcome. Let's just have this a constructive conversation. So any ideas are welcome. And thank you for watching the video.